Hi, Minster here. This is an in-depth video of the challenges of the upcoming Breach League, full of tips and tricks to overcome or skip these daunting tasks. But first news that cannot wait. Patch Notes 2.5. Essence Insanity and Delirium are still alive and kicking. These nerfs are insignificant. Decay on the pure Chaos build, for example, will be OP. Double dipping for Poison and Ignite didn't get nerfed. There are changes to Poison linked to the less duration gem, however, like Rapid Decay and less duration gem itself. This only hurts Earthquake? I don't know. Blade Vortex has been changed. The damage will still be awesome though, and the flask charges gained is nerfed. The charges gained on hit effects like crits will be a lot less powerful. Pathfinder's perma flask uptime will be harder against single targets, but that's only for the big fights like Shaper, since the rest will die too fast anyway. I wouldn't worry too much about this. Blade Flurry is a bit more balanced now, less off-screening. It's still crazy good clear with an AoE gem, and single target will still be OP, no worries there. War Chief has been nerfed, but the totem skill nodes have been buffed. We'll have to test what the range will be like for trash clearing. Single target, the skill still looks solid. Many uniques have been nerfed. The 20-second strand clear Cost Priest Malice, for example, and Rummy will give less block. Grant Spectrum is nerfed and Soul Strike's energy recharge is delayed a little. Energy from within will still give plenty of energy shield. But shining by absence is Finktar's. There's no Finktar's Leech nerf. The Zana mods this league look good. Piranhas will come a bit later this league. You need Zana level 7 instead of 6. With the return of Nemesis, people will chance plenty little builds for the Headhunter belt. Okay, Thunderbirds are go this league. Assassin's Creed Blade Flurry looks awesome and Pathfinder will still be amazingly strong. The Pure Chaos and Essence Drain Occultist will be there next league as well. Okay, the rest of the video I talk about the Breach League challenges. The challenge rewards are reaped at intervals. At completion of 12 you receive the Footprint MTX. At 24 you receive the Portals MTX. Pretty cool, your own portals will look like these hands. At 36 you will receive the Demonic Wings MTX. Never before has there been such an awesome reward from the challenges. These wings will be the goal for many players in the upcoming league. There is another reward at 40 challenges, a full totem with an eagle on top. You'll start building your totem up from the ground at an earlier stage. The eagle makes these 10 times as shiny though. I'm a sucker for these challenges, I love to do them every league. They are my goal to complete. It's really good to have goals each league, they give you more focus, something to strive for, much motivation and fun. Well, time to go over the specific challenges. I've chosen to work my way back, going from the hardest challenges to the easier ones. This will give you a good idea of the task that lies ahead of you. Challenge number 40. The hardest challenge is complete 10,000 tiers of maps, where completing one tier 1 map would yield 1 tier and completing one tier 15 map would yield 15 tiers. This is a daunting task, considering completing the whole atlas will give you roughly 1000 tiers, and most players needed the whole of Essence League to complete their atlas. This is somewhere around 3 times more mapping work, yes, not 10 times since those players did a lot of maps multiple times. After you've completed the whole atlas it would still take 600 tier 15 maps to finish this one off. Next challenge is the endgame grind. In previous leagues this always has been a beast of a challenge, not to be underestimated. Fulfill a prophecy in a map might be a mistake. 200 prophecies is really easy, considering you can complete 7 of them in one map. Now, killing 100 Breach Lords is unknown, you don't know how fast you can collect the splinters. But since it's a new league theme, you'll dive in and complete 100 lords while having fun. When taking time into consideration, 10 Uber Atziri kills could go pretty quick. Getting 10 key sets is not a matter though. Uber Lab was a popular grind. People were going to do the lab anyway to get rich start league. It's been a challenge as 40, 60 and now it's 100. 100 might be a tad high for most people. Take that as sarcasm. 40 Guardians seems a lot, but if you plan on farming Shaper, it's just 10 Shaper kills, it's all relative. But since less than roughly 1% of the player base actually kills Shaper, this is a pretty hard grind. But who knows, if GGG leaves Blade Flurry, CI and Poison the way they are, then everybody's gonna phase roll Shaper, with Assassin Blade Flurry. Well, the patch notes are out and I did leave things OP. As challenge number 38 I've picked the Shaper. This is a steep drop in difficulty level from challenge 39 and 40. Challenge number 37 is another steep drop from the Shaper kill. Kill twin bosses of maps up to tier 15. Now I've chosen this challenge simply because reaching tier 15 maps takes time. Too bad GGG didn't add Twin Guardian tier 16 maps, that would have been fun. So these last challenges, number 37 to 40, were needed to get the full totem. You don't have to kill Shaper and you don't have to clear tier 15 maps for the demonic wings. What's left of the challenges must be way easier. Okay, let's take a look at what we need for the awesome wings. As your final challenge to get the wings, you need to kill all Breach Lords. Now this isn't a chore after all, this is imba new content. You should be itching to slay them all. GGG's Rory would place the hardest boss, the Chaos boss, above normal Atziri and below Uber Atziri. But in the demo videos we saw a split arrow ranger kill him in under a minute, so he really looked easy. That's why I rated the Breach Lords below twin tier 15 maps. Next there is number 35, Divination cards. Only a set of 9 through 12 won't be completed with casual play, so I'll pick these out. A good 9 set card is Humility, that yields a Tabula Rasa, a 6-link that's awesome in the start of a new league. If you're planning on grinding Dried Lake for XP, take one earlier, the Aqueduct, and get this 9 card set out of the way. This league the cards will be way more expensive and as a consequence the price of Tabula Rasa will be higher as well. Options here, at 10. But Arena Champion and special level 4 gems are very rare, you won't be able to complete them solo. Start League, your map progression would skyrocket if you get your hands on a tier 15 Colosseum though. But you need to know exactly what you're doing with a move like that, you might have to invest all your currency for a stunt, it would be risky. That leaves a 10 set with Junk Reward, Prosperity, gained from Shore and Waterways map, and those are not bad maps at all. As 11 card set there's only one, the Chains That Bind, an expensive set since it yields a random 6-link. The jackpot would be an item level 80 File Regalia. It drops from the tier 12 red map Crematorium, and that might be a problem for some since it's a slow maze-like dungeon of a map. The boss is easy though, so that's a bonus, but the clear speed is slow. However, this map is now very profitable. These cards are going to sell for a fortune. And if not that, your character will be equipped with 6-link chests. The 12 set is going to cost you. These cards cannot be farmed effectively, hence you farm currency the best way and buy these cards, and roughly cost you 1 or 2 Exalted Orbs. Early in the league you might buy them cheap, not everybody knows many people want the challenges, driving the price up. So you could buy the Hoarder set for 2 Exalted Orb, but the reward is 1 Exalted Orb, mitigating your expenses by half. The Leech reward, a minion weapon, is rated at vendor trash. The Watcher reward, Crown of Ice, is good but not really used. So in conclusion, the harder sets can be farmed by casual mapping, the 12 set has to be bought. The number 34 challenge is creating corrupt jewels. This one can be hard just because of the cost. There's one possibility to reduce the cost tremendously, by focusing your filecraft on a popular build. That way your investment could get some serious kickback. If you do this late in the league you would get nothing. If you do this early in the league you could get good returns. The build we're aiming to feed is called Vile Sparker. And who knows, halfway through the league there might be even a Vile Blade Flurry or so, lol. In order to have a shot at getting these jewels you need to Vile Orb Viridian Jewels. Besides getting Chill of Corruption and Sacrificial Harvest you get loads of byproducts. Worthless, but at least they count for the challenge. And boom, you got 6 out of 8 complete already with just Viridian Jewels. So while Vile Spark stays popular, and while you do this fairly early in the league, this method will reduce the cost and perhaps even get you profits. Now the last 2 corruptions needed are easily gained from spamming some other jewels. It's best to use rare jewels for crafting since they might end up being actually pretty good rare ones. The corruption can yield spectacular extra mods like Cannot Be Silenced. Let's test this to see if my theory holds up. Well, the investment is much greater than I thought. Only when you go into crafting jewels, where double attack speed jewels would sell good with all the Blade Flurry players around, you could make even Steven. A lot of micromanagement is needed. So this might be a hard challenge after all. Let's take another look at challenge number 37 and 38. Mid-league you could leech a Shaper kill with 1 Exalted Orb payment. Complete twin maps will still take a lot of time. But the corrupted jewels will take time and about 3 Exalted Orb investment, so you might be better off skipping the jewels instead of the Shaper kill. And don't forget to pick up all crap jewels. A trade window full of jewels might sell good to rich people hunting the challenges. Challenge number 33 is a lot of work. Completing 25 red maps. Do not underestimate this challenge. While completion is running them as rare and corrupted, this is putting more pressure on your Valorbs and on the Valorbs in the general economy. If somebody tries to haggle down one of your items for sale and offers a Valorb instead of a Chaos Orb, take it. Now, important to know is that completing this challenge would compromise your customized atlas. If you do not know what a customized atlas is, it's an atlas where you do not complete bad maps or maps you do not like on purpose. The consequence is that these maps do not drop for you. Now, if you'd force yourself to complete 25 red maps, there's bound to be some maps among those you do not like. So perhaps this is a bad challenge for you after all. Let's take another look at challenge number 37. Killing twin bosses might be easier than completing 25 maps. Yes, twin bosses is easier, especially it's easier to lead the kills from friends. A lot of challenges are hard solo, but easy if you leech them. Scout the global channel 820 for easy completion. Same goes for beyond bosses. You might be unlucky with beyond bosses, you might never encounter the last one you need. A good trick is to go to your in-game social panel and write down what boss you need in your account comment. That way your friends will see what you still need. Opening 10 Piranhas coffers will need Zana level 7. Early League Piranhas is great for getting those unique maps. Be careful of scams when buying coins while your map portals are open. I hope this video has informed you of the task ahead to grab your demonic wings. Some challenges are best completed fast, early in the league, so you get some kickback of your investments. Later on in the league, you might get nothing. Well, that was it for now. Happy hunting and thanks for watching.